Oh my God. I'm excited about this one. I've been trying to get this out all day. I don't know if they know on Soapbox or I've started speaking about it, but it's starting to get talked about. So, did JFK Jr. stage his death? And is JFK Jr. Q? I've just been looking for my Q top, and I think I've thrown it in the wash because I don't know where it is, but I have got my Trumpster top. Woohoo! But I'll just see if some people come on before I start telling everybody what happened today with me and my dad and how we got onto this story that people are putting at beginning to connect the dots and put out, and I'm just absolutely blown away by it and think it makes total sense. Oh my God. Trust the plan. The plan's in the making. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I will give someone's channel a shout out as well because I wrote a load of notes, but knowing me, because I just write them down when watching stuff, it'll make no sense when I'm looking at them, and it'll be back to front, upside down, the wrong way around, and I'll probably not get it in order. But it doesn't matter because you can go and watch the video that I'll tell you to go and watch anyway. Which I'll let you know at the end to go and watch it. But if anyone's been watching me, those of you know who follow Q, I know some of you do, and I know some of you don't, and some of you are wondering who he is, and I don't know, whatever, but I do. And whether you think it's a farce, you're soon going to find out it's not. And if you're someone who thinks Trump's bad, you're soon going to find out he's not. Because this morning, it's been hot in the UK, so I've not been sleeping well. My little one's not been sleeping well. That was fast. I know I was like, I just got a brew, just come back. It's because I need to get it out of the way because I'm absolutely shattered. Me and my dad were saying today, my dad comes on and watches him. He might be on in a bit unless he's fell asleep. And because we're always researching and watching all these channels about Q and trying to figure things out and watching, what Trump's doing and all this stuff and just researching everywhere. Like I said, researching yourself. And then I'm trying to keep my eye on people posting about Tommy Robinson and now the Brian thing as well. So I'm like, it's like the Brian thing, Tommy thing, Trump and Q and all this business. It's quite tiring. And then to come on a channel, which I've nearly been on live streaming every evening, is knackering. Believe it or not, it's knackering. And when you're looking at a screen a lot, it hurts your eyes. Yeah, it's very draining for those of you who might sit there and think, oh, what you going about? I'm absolutely knackered and this heat is not helping. So I'm shattered. So when all this comes out, Trump, right, you might do a holiday for America to get over the fact of what I'm going to say in a minute. But the whole world needs one because I definitely need a break. From, when we don't have to research that much anymore. But the story goes this morning. So me and my dad were like, oh, I'm really tired today. I woke up this morning thinking, I don't really want to watch much today because my brain's just fried with everything and looking at a screen, the light and everything hurts you. I just feel really, really tired, too hot. I've got to try and do it in between entertaining my 3-year-old. All that is when they're mithering you all the time. So remember Dad said, well, I was thinking the same thing. He's been tired because he's been researching and watching me and joining in and researching, and he's tired too. So I said, I just need a day where, we're just going to have a break from it because it is tiring. Even the things you finding out knack you out, and, it's not nice, some of it. So anyway, so my dad's like, well, I was going to have a day off today and not research. I just was listening to somebody on YouTube. And he didn't think anything. He said, and then this guy started talking about Q and JF Kennedy Jr. being Q. And I was like, what? And he went, oh. And he said, now I'm back on it again, researching. So there's a channel called the Mile High Podcast. Oh, my God. And he's done a video of what all the anoms have put on and thought about it. And it just makes total sense. Now, all the Q posts and that, there's been different things in the Q posts. And it's always been said, future proves past. And it means when Q's not about, you should be really going back on yourself and reading it because future proves past. You've got to look back in the past at the past codes. So I'm not really dead good before that. I do watch the channels to try and find out that. Some goes right over my head, especially with like, you know, the kill boxes and the initials and stuff like that. Like R, when we all thought R was Renegade for Obama. But now, you know, I'm just going to say what I've got here and it's probably mixed up and then you can go and watch it because it totally makes sense. Now, JF Kennedy Jr. So if I say JF Kennedy, I mean JF Kennedy Jr. If you think about it, JF Kennedy got shot, right? Because JF Kennedy knew something. He knew about the cabal and he knew how they were in everywhere and the stuff that they were doing, and he wanted to bring it out. A bit like what Trump's trying to do, bring it out to the masses of, you know, what's been going on. Blah, 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 blah. 7 days after, he got assassinated. So obviously his son would have found out about bits and bobs, and then he came in, like, I think they were scared that he was going to run for, you know, maybe to be a president. Oof, my son upstairs banging scared me half to death. And you know, I didn't realise, I thought he was assassinated, but he died supposedly in a plane crash that he flew himself. Now let me see where this picture is. Now just got a few things on here, I think. I think it's gone again. Right, check that one. Oh no, hang on. My phone's gone dodgy on me again. Oh, can't be doing with this phone. Right, I did take pictures before. Oh, here it is. Right, so on the video it had this, you can go and see, it had this sort of saying on it, but I'll read it out. And it said, it was to be announced on the July the 26th that John, who is JFK Jr., would enter the political arena. We know what happens there. Perhaps the presidential campaign. Now, they wouldn't want him in because they would know that he probably knew something about the corruptness in, you know, the political arena sort of thing, and all the other stuff that it infiltrates and everything. So that was that. And then his death, this is on the video. It says, don't know if you can see it, but it says that's JFK Jr. and his wife. So it says lost. This was in the paper. JFK Jr. and wife presumed dead in a plane crash off, I think it says Vineyard. And I think there was 4 of them. And the funny thing is as well, they normally used to take the dog everywhere on the flights and stuff, and the dog had gone. And I think they also had a cat, which the day after something disappeared as well, and said they never went anywhere without the dog. Or I don't know if the dog was on the flight, but the dog disappeared and the cat did. It's in the video anyway if I get mixed up. And the people who looked after them said they don't know where the dog and cat went, and they never went anywhere without them, and they treated them like, you know, the kids and this, that and the other. And then they put this on the video. I don't know if you can see. It was just going on about, I think what the papers were saying, like reckless, what did it say? Reckless. It said reckless, I think it was unprepared pilot, bad weather, didn't contact the tower, you know, the flight tower, when he went flying that day. What else was there? Which one's this one? Anyway, he was flying his own plane and it went down, and supposedly they died. Supposedly, right? But there's just a lot of things in the cube drops that are coming out now. And when my dad was looking back, he would have brought his dad's killers to justice. Now that's what it's all about, because that's what Trump's going for, as well as helping the globe. They're going for JFK's killers, and JFK Jr. would be going for his dad's killers, which we all know is a Bush. And it actually says in one of the posts, it's got Bush sort of written in there a bit funny. And that's why they're going to start going mad if this is true, because mainstream media will not be able to cover this up, because Yeah, there's lots of Q posts when you look back with the initials are in. There's loads of different things, and there's a few things that they have put in about the Kennedys, obviously. And let me see what this one is, if I can read it. I think it's one of the Q drops. It's very hard to see, and it said, oh yeah, there's a prayer that President Trump always does, you know, when they're doing stuff in the White House, when they're going out and stuff. Trump's on fire, the evil ones are running. They are running, but it said, if I can read it, it says, February the 10th, 2018, Q. This is the prayer that they do. Rest in peace, Mr. President, and in brackets it says JFK. But I'm going to read this, so I can't look at the chat at the minute. Through your wisdom and strength since your tragic death, patriots have planned, installed, and by the grace of God activated. The beam of light, and that's in capitals, we will forever remember your sacrifice. May you look down from above and continue to guide us as we ring the bell of freedom, in capital letters. Ring the bell. Does anyone remember what was it called? The white squall is with the bell with where we go one, we go all. And then it says, and destroy, because that was the Kennedy bell as well, if anyone didn't know, or called the Kennedy bell, and destroy those who wish to sacrifice our children. You know, that thing again. Sacrifice our children, our way of life and our world. We, the people, prayer said every single day in the Oval, what's it called? The Oval... What's it called? The Oval. It's it means oval. Oh God, someone help me out. I did write it down. That's it. Thank you, Dad. The Oval Office. Dad will help me out. I'm half asleep. We're both half asleep today. The Oval Office is the White House. JFK Secret Societies. Well, it says JFK/Secret Societies, where we go one, we go all, Q. So there was that. Hey, I've had a 15-minute from Lincoln saying he's... Well, wait till this one drops. If you don't know about Q, you won't, and you don't really follow the stuff, you won't really know. But the biggest thing, guys... So, and also, by the way, today, the 16th of July, 19 years ago today, was the day, supposedly, J.F. Kennedy Jr. died in the plane crash. But people are like, well, why would he want to fake his death? Well, you'd want to fake your death because you can go and research this, guys, for those of you who don't think it's true or sounds a bit sus. If you look back at the JF Kennedy family, a lot of them have been assassinated. So it's like, I wonder why. Were they strong people telling the truth? Because we all know people like that, and, you know, something ends up happening to them one way or the other. So he probably knew if he was going to follow in the steps of his dad, something was going to happen to him. So either you get killed off the cabal or you fake your own death. And people have faked their own death before, so it's not like it doesn't happen. So the best way for him to do that is to fake his own death, and let's get the plan into action of how to, you know, basically save the world, as in cue the plan to save the world. People are saying on this, you've got to go and see this video after, and then you'll put it all together and it so makes sense. Yeah, they killed him, no doubt. Of course they did. And don't know what you're talking about. Not listening, go and watch the video. So yeah, instead of getting killed off the cabal, you'd rather fake your death, and then you can get the plan out because everyone thinks you've disappeared, where you can go underground or whatever, and you can start the plan with somebody he wanted to, who he knew was a true person who would help him out, because I've got where is it? Well, it makes sense in a minute. But there's also a numerology thing. If there's see, secret societies and all that use numerology. They use signs on the floor from up above. You can't see it on the floor because someone sent me that link, and I've seen that before. How they write things like the beast signs everywhere and this, that, and the other. I know. So the numerology thing is, I'll probably get mixed up in it, but you can go and watch it after. They already killed or tried to kill half his family. Exactly. Why would they do that? So he knew something was going to happen to him. So the numerology thing is, it says, I think this was in an anon post, it says, JFK equals John, which is obviously JFK Jr., equals 20 equals 2. Fitzgerald equals 54 equals 9. Kennedy equals 3 equals 6. 2 add 9 add 6 equals 17. Now, if you're on the Q thing, we all know Q is 17. 17 is Q because the 7th letter in the alphabet is Q. Okay? Then it says, someone says, holy fucking shit, Q is JF Kennedy, because that's what it says on the channel. I can't look at chat at the minute. Then it has said lately Q plus 1. So if you add a 1 to 17, it makes 18. The 18th letter in the alphabet is R, and they're saying R stands for JF Kennedy Jr. So it's like, woohoo! And it all makes sense when you watch this video. It's like, oh my God, it makes sense. It makes sense. And then it's not a coincidence. When you go and see this video, you're just like, oh my God, if you're following Q, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't got a clue. It won't make no sense to you. Also, where is it? There was something I wrote down. Right, there was, I can't remember if this was a drop or a Q and an honour done, but this makes sense. This is what I'm going to read out. So I can't look at chat at the minute because I'm going to read it all out. It says, in 1909, we lost everything. This is like the JFK is talking. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on, obviously, to what was going on. I'm just going to read it. Caught on. First to the Bilderbergs. Then caught on. And I'm going to read it the way it says it because it might sound a bit not right. It says, then caught on the NASA. Well, we all know about NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically, God, I read that one out. I couldn't read that before. I'm not going to say it again. Staged my own death. Allied with one person in this world who I knew was honourable enough to trust. I wonder who that is. Could it be Trump? And began to build the plan. That's what it says, the plan of those who follow Q. Penance is coming. I think is it Pete? Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. Like some of us think we're awake, but we're not awake to everything. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. Many of you would never go on. You need each other. That's why I'm saying all this thing that's going on around the globe at the minute, dividing us with race and religion and stuff. We need to come together because this is really important. People don't think it is, but it's globally. It's globally. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There's no more room in the plan for ignorance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching. We see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that, matter, you'd never believe where, in capitals, they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one, and where we go one, we go all. R, not Q, R. It's so JFK Jr. It so makes sense. People are talking about it now on the internet. I've been trying to put it on Soapbox. I don't think they listened or saw anything this morning, but I did send it to Gran Torino. When you go and see that video, you're just like, oh my God. It's so, when everyone's been saying who's Q, oh my God, it makes so much sense. So much sense. And there was something else that was written as well about, where's the bit about Hillary? I don't know if it mentioned November 11th though, because I think something big's going to happen on November 11th. Me and my dad said, I think you're going to have a military parade. I think stuff's going to come out then. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Oh yeah, there was another little post on something, and it said POTUS, obviously Trump, and JFK Jr. and underlined, and it said relationship. Plane crashed in 1999. HRC, you know who that is. Senate, 2000. The start. Enjoy the show, Q. Because if you think about it, he supposedly died in 1999. The Senate for Hillary started in 2000. The plan started in 1999. To start coming up from the bottom up to the top. So I'm just like blown away by these anons who've put all this stuff out, and I'm like, oh my God, it so makes sense. So if you want to go and see it, check out the Mile High podcast and go and see the one about JFK. He's even singing about it now. I've just gone over and been like, oh my God, it makes sense, especially with the numerology thing and everything. It doesn't really matter. This is what I think. Go and watch it and see what you think. We know there's people that come in and try to put you off anyway, so it doesn't matter if you're following it closely, it makes sense. But I think when we've all been thinking who it could be and this, that and the other and who might be involved, we know for a fact out there people have faked the deaths anyway in the past for certain reasons. So why not JFK Jr.? And like I said, it's out there that half his family near enough got killed and assassinated. So wouldn't you think you were being next? And don't you think that's dodgy? I think it's dodgy. His dad knew. It's all interlinked, and it's just... the thing is, like I said, it's the 16th today. He died on the 16th of July. Like, is it 19 years today? So... also, oh yeah, and there's a channel called Just Inform Talk as well. Lots of people are talking about it now because they're digging, you see. So, yeah, it just makes sense. All this stuff, everyone's been going, who do you think Q is and what do you think it is and how do you think they've got this plan together? For a start, he wants his dad's killer brought to justice. And then all the others that are, all the corrupt ones that I've just read that passage out. It says it all in there. All the evilness, if you want to call it, brought out to the light of day for everyone to see. Because at the end of the day, if this gets brought out and if this is what happens and he appears at some point, how are mainstream media what they're gonna report and how are they gonna say what they're gonna say? What are they gonna say? It'll blow CNN out of the water. Blow CNN out of the water. Blow CNN. Where are they on here? Blow CNN right out of the water. That'll be them. Gone. Because like I was saying, today, it's 19 years today, I think, from JF Kennedy Jr.'s plane crash, supposedly death. I reckon you might get a Q drop today in America because obviously the time is different. It'll probably be when I'm in bed. And I said to my dad, you never know, something bigger might happen on the 26th because it was mentioned about the 26th that I read out at the beginning about on the 26th of July was when, when that was printed, was when he was going to maybe run for, get into the political arena and all that. So you never know. I don't know. But I definitely think there might be a boom today at some point over in America. And look at all the fuss they're kicking up all over now where Trump's been. It's just brilliant. But this is amazing. It's like, you can't not. I sent it to Gran Torino. If Gran Torino don't get it, I don't know. But you can't not look at that video and think, if you follow Q and you've been following the drops and think, oh my God. Oh my God. That prayer says everything. And that big piece that I've written out says everything as well. And the numerology, because we all know they work by numbers and different signs, the symbols will be the false. So putting all that together, Q and R, and that's from his name, is a bit like, that is not a coincidence. That has been the plan. This has been the plan. Can't believe it. I just think it's, brilliant. Can't remember what else there was, Dad, because I just wanted to bring a few little bits up and then just ask you to go over and watch it because You see pictures. The beginning of it as well, he shows a little videos of JF Kennedy Jr. when he was a baby and that, and I was nearly crying. The guy was nearly crying because I was just like, oh my God, oh my God. You know, and stuff like that. So we're not talking about people's genders. There's only two. But yeah, so I just think it's amazing things happen. The anoms on the boards are going crazy. Exactly, the anoms on the boards who do all this, you know, detracting all the stuff and decoding it are going bonkers. I would as well. If I had party poppers now, I'd be having a party with myself. I'd be popping them everywhere. I'm just like, oh my God, it's JF Kennedy Jr. Kept saying, oh, it might be Tesla in a time machine or something, you know, because he was connected, to go a bit out there, he is connected to Trump, Trump's uncle. They're on, is it 4chan or whatever, I can't remember what the bloody thing's called. And that's weird anyway, because I showed you that picture of Julian Assange, and you'll be hearing of him soon as well, I'm telling you. Julian Assange really looks like Donald Trump's uncle. And Donald Trump's uncle had information on Tesla. Tesla had a lot of, obviously, his workings with, you know, the AC currents and things that he was making and all that, and he wanted to make life a bit easier for men because he was a humanist, you know, not these evil people. But they're also saying as well, as in, where did it say? Lots of clues in the Q post make sense. It does when you look back, because it says future proves past. When you look back at the Q drops, they're starting to make more sense than ever. It's like, oh my God. Like the thing that I read out, I think they did say like they wouldn't bring 100% out. I don't know how much they're bringing out, because they said that some of it, like I said before, is gonna, what was the words, Dad? It was gonna, I'm thinking the population, which I think it would. Oh, the light's just gone out. What was that? Because they're saying the greys, and we don't know if that means what people think the greys mean, or if it means they call people greys because they're evil. But, you know, there's that big thing going on there because, yeah, I'm going to read it again because I just really like this. If anyone's just come on, I'm going to read it again. So, in 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on, first to the Bilderbergs. Then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know who was Greys. Where are they? Why are they here? They killed him because he knew too much. I strategically staged my own death, aligned with one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust, and began, because you know Trump and JFK Jr. were friends, to build the plan. Is it penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. Many of you would never go on. You need each other. Yeah, I think this, you know, I just don't think you're going to believe it. I think there's a lot of really, really bad things out there. Even though the ones of us who are awake to a lot of the horrible stuff, I think there's other stuff out there. And that's, I think, conspiracy world as well. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If someone stumbles, pick them up. If someone asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There's no more room in this plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching. We see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, you'd never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one. As we say, we are all one. And where we go one, we go all. Woohoo! So excited. People might think, oh my God, she's off her head. I don't think it's that. But when you go and watch this video and everyone's starting to talk on it now, it makes total sense. The very last Q post. The very last one. What was it now? Did I write it down? it says about different disinformation, I know that. And it said, oh yeah, I remember that's a major thing. It is one of the biggest things that you can't, it's in the video, but what is it he says at the end, Dad? He says something about disinformation. It's only a little one. The latest I'm so tired. The latest Q post, but it says, I don't know if I wrote it down. I don't know if you know, Dad, that where it says there, looking, watching or something. What did it say? Let me see if I wrote it down. Oh, I'm going to have to get it up on my phone. Let me get it up on my phone. Right. This is very important because this just, like, you can't not see this. The very last interview JFK Jr. did with, I can't remember what her name was, but it's out there so you can all go and check it out. Right. And everyone can see this. This is the very last one, but I think someone's going to drop tonight. I really do. But the very last one, I mean, for someone to say it's this, and it's in the Q drops as well, is just waiting for it to load. Watch it not come up. All right. Oh. Oh no, that's not the last one. Right. The last one says on here. Don't know if you can see it. The very last one says, disinformation is real. Disinformation. Hi, MJ. Disinformation is real. JF Kennedy Jr., did you think? Disinformation is necessary. And then it says X, US underlined, ML, NG, in brackets 1, false, SA, and then it says true. I'm not going into all that though. Why was this necessary? What questions were asked? And then it says SA prior to SA events. Why is this irrelevant? Think, mirror. And then the bottom bit says, this is important, look there, comma, or in brackets here, or there, truth is behind you. The last interview JFK Jr. did, that is what he said, that bit at the end. And it says truth is behind you. We've got everything in all the posts that have been dropped because the future proves the past. Right? I'm just saying, MJ, because I'm going in a bit. I'm so tired. There's a video out there, and all the anoms on the on the site are going mad. We reckon, I think it's true. It makes sense. JFK Jr. is Q. He staged his death because he knew the cabal was coming after him, because if you do research, half his family got assassinated anyway. And I was just saying, just to go over it again, that when they use numerology, it says numerology, JFK equals John F. K. Jr. equals 20 equals 2. Fitzgerald equals 54 equals 9. Kennedy equals 3 equals 6. 2 add 9 add 6 is 17. The seventh letter in the alphabet is Q. Someone said, holy shit, Q is JFK Jr. Remember when it was saying Q plus 1, if it's a plus 1, equals 18. 18, because the letter R has been dropped in the post. 18, that's why you have to look back. 18, the 18th letter in the alphabet is R. They're saying R is JF Kennedy Jr. Think about it. Oh my God. He faked his death with his wife and 2 others, can't remember who it was. Imagine if he's gone underground or somewhere. He knows stuff because of his dad. He's going after his dad's killers. So is Trump, as we know. But when you actually go and watch this video, I've been trying to put out on Soapbox. I don't know if Gran Torino's going to talk about it, because I did send it in Discord and I was like, oh my God. You need to go over and watch the Mile High podcast about it. And it's brilliant. And what was the other one, Dad? There was another one, but it's starting to come out and people are talking about it, and he goes through it. The beginning of it does a little video, and I'm like, oh my God, it nearly made me cry, and it just makes total sense of the Q drops now. Today, the 16th of July, is 19 years ago, JFK Jr. died. I think something's going to drop today, obviously over there because time difference. What's someone saying? True that. True what? Oh yeah, sorry, what you were saying, Chris. Oh yeah, there's only two agendas. You know all this shite that's going on with this, that, and the other. But that's all an agenda to just, it's to destroy the world with everything. It's like I've said, this world's Luciferian at the minute. It's upside down, tipsy turvy, everything. It's all to destroy, and go on. People are so annoyed at what? So I'm just saying, you don't have to believe in it. People don't follow Q. People who think he's a farce or whatever, because that's what people are saying. When you go and see this video, especially for the people who know about Q, if you don't believe in it, there's no point listening to me or watching the video. But when you go and see that, everything makes total sense. You look back. He's always said, future proves the past. You've got to go and look back at the pew. I keep saying the pew. The Q posts. He's put JF Kennedy and stuff in there, but what he said on there, it totally makes sense. Everyone's talking about it. Absolutely makes sense. We know people fake the death, so why not JFK Jr.? Where we go one, we go all. Whoop, whoop. So excited. Because also, how a mainstream media, if he appears, I think very soon, I don't know when, but it's going to be soon, it's going to blow mainstream media off the bleeding planet. How are they going to try and cover that one up if they say, here I am, I've got this and this, all the dirt on you, it's me, you thought I was dead for 19 years. Can you imagine? And I think Deep State know that's why they've gone ballistic and they're putting all this stuff out. I think they know that he may have faked his death and they've been wondering where he is, all this, but it just makes total sense. I don't know what the grey thing is. Could be aliens, it could be, I don't know, that's what it says there. You know what people say about greys, but it could be in something else. But it's just, me and my dad were just like, oh, we're just going to have a day off today of research and we just can't be bothered looking at all the videos. And we need a day off because it's absolutely knackering. I've been live streaming every evening. I have a young kid and all that. It's absolutely knackering. I've not been sleeping because it's too hot. I'm so tired. That's why I might be bumbling on a bit. But that's why I'm saying go and check the video out. So we've got the Mile High podcast, and then the other one was called, what's the other one called, Dad? Just something or other, can't remember. But I'm just amazed. Oh yeah, that's what someone else was saying. If we want to get into that, the reason why it's tits up is because I think we have a cycle. We have a cycle of so many, I don't know, thousands of years. I do believe in all this, and it's our cycle to come for good now. So if we're upside down in the Luciferian world, it's about to turn up the right way. Do you know what I mean? I do believe in all that. I think that's how the universe works and stuff. I do believe there might be things in the entities or these, the space stuff or, all the stuff like that. Just informed talk. I think it's just informed the words together, the channel, I think. Just Informed Talk is doing a chat on it as well. It's just amazeballs. It's amazeballs, space balls, it's amazeballs. Loads of people are hashtag walking away from the Democrats. I've been watching it. It's absolutely fantastic. And I am commenting on people's hashtag walk away from the Democrats saying, thank God you're waking up. But I do believe there's a cycle. And I believe we think we've been all right, but we've been definitely living in a Luciferian world, a secret society world. I've said this before, they're keeping truth from us. I do really not believe now that the pyramids, I don't care what anyone says, because, I've not seen it for myself. I think the pyramids, they've lied about that, and I don't think there was any mummies buried down there. I think people have just made them up, and I just think it was to do with technologies and other stuff and maybe things from space. I really do. I just think there's so many weird things going on at the minute. But apart from that, I do believe in cycles, and I believe, I've kept saying, there's a pendulum about to swing, and it's just about to knock all the evil out of the way. And then obviously that cycle will probably happen again when we all go back to sleep, but we won't be around for that one. But I do believe the world is a very weird, scary, strange, but wonderful, beautiful place. And I think because a lot of us are waking up and there's energies and it's, you know, having faith, and even if you don't believe in God, you know, not believing God, but if you're not religious, just believing in a faith of the creator, you know, he's helping us. And just, I don't know, there's just things going on, you can feel it. When I saw the beginning of this video, because I'm always like that, I get upset about everything. I just felt the video, the JFK thing and everything. I thought, oh my God, this definitely I can just feel it. This is it. It just totally makes sense. It's not like you sit there going, you what? When you're looking back at the post, the Q post, and what certain things Trump's been saying and this, that and the other, it's just all knitting together. It's like joining the dots. Yeah, well, that's what Q said. They've said dark to light, dark to light. We've been in the darkness. We haven't known we've been in the darkness in this Luciferian world. It's coming to light. That's why the Democrats, or should I say the Demorats, or should I say the Democrats, are going batshit crazy at the minute. And all the other people involved around the globe are going batshit crazy. All media's going batshit crazy because, you know, even if some of them don't know what they're reporting on because it's the job and they're just told what to say, they're going batshit crazy. That's why everybody reports crap on Trump. Crap on this, crap on that. Ooh, he's been shaking Putin's hand today. Putin knows. But it's just, when everyone says, if you hear people saying with the Q, you know, CNN were involved with, yeah, I said that, CNN were involved with the doing with this stuff and actually seeing him, and they'll be like, oh, shit. So, yeah, it's time for the light to be shone upon the world because it's been happening for decades and decades. It's time. You know, everyone's going mad at the minute about SpaceX Planet and this, that and the other and all these weird things. And you know, no one can sit there and go, oh, it's not true. Nobody knows what's true at the minute. But if certain things start to come to light, we just want to know what the truth is. We even say it in everyday language, no pain, no gain. Yeah, and we know language is mixed around and done. And whoever sent me the video, I know about this anyway, I have touched upon it. And it was something about Masonic symbols in the UK. But this isn't just in the UK, this is globally. And when you go up in a aeroplane and you look down, we wouldn't necessarily know, but if you know what you're looking for, you can see the way buildings are put, like the London Eye. And then I thought, oh, the London Eye. Illuminati, the London Eye. Might sound weird, and where it points to, and different things on the floor that have all stars on, you know, like the mark of the beast and this, that and the other. The way they put things about is Luciferian. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, but I know this. And the way they put buildings in, the way the shapes are, only from above, you wouldn't see it on the ground. That's in America too, with the White House and the way the gardens are done and all that sort of stuff. And the way it goes down to, is it the Lincoln column thing? They've got them sort of things dotted around the globe. They've got one in France that looks like that. They've got one in London called Cleopatra's Needle. Yeah, these are all things that point up to the sky with little like pyramids on. The pyramid thing again. There are pyramids around the globe. People just think they're in Egypt. There are pyramids, not exactly the same, but there are pyramids around the globe, like the ones in the jungle, and like they reckon there's some in, you know, down in the North Pole or Antarctica, but you won't see because they're covered in snow. Won't put it past it because, like I said, it's great times to be alive. It's weird times to be alive. It's scary times to be alive, but it's amazing, and stuff's starting to come out. And we just want the transparency to come out, which has been said in the Q post. We need resistance weights, for example. Can't see. To make us grow. This is Satan, which means resist, oppose, accuse. Yeah, that's what I mean. They always accuse him, like they're always accusing Trump. They're always opposing him. They're always, you know, resisting him and all that. They just won't have it because they know they're just full of horse poo. And we all know this, but that's what they don't like because they're seeing the globe is waking up. There's people, like I said, going off JFK Jr., there's people all over the globe, in all over the countries, hashtagging QAnon, loving Trump, though they're trying to put out in mainstream media that everybody hates Trump. And like I keep saying, those of you sat being a sheeple watching mainstream media and reading the newspapers, believe everything they say. You only have them thoughts in your head because they've been put in your head off mainstream media. You can't think for yourself, or some of you can't even be asked researching. That's why you just don't bother. Make America great again, like you said. Then it's make the world great again. Make Britain great again. Well, we have got opposition. We're all here. Where we go one, we go all. But I definitely think if you check that video out, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that JFK Jr. is Q. And if it comes out and it's not him, then I'll come here and say it's not him. But of what I'm seeing, I'm like, what the anoms are finding is like, oh my God. It's still hot and sweaty here, it's awful. But it's just like, woohoo, it's getting exciting now because this has got to drop soon because we've got to we are in war with mainstream media. We all know that. And it's not just with Trump, it's with Tommy. It's with even Brian Harvey, who've been talking about that's to do with mainstream media and stuff as well, lying about stuff. So, like I said, it's all connected. It's all connected. Loads of people, loads of things. It's all connected because it is a global thing anyway. Deep states everywhere. Some people think that Manchester, from Manchester. Some people just think it's like America, deep state. A deep state's got its tentacles in every country. And I did see something today where they had the pyramid, so Illuminati, and at the bottom, it might have been in the video actually, it had all people at the bottom, all us lot, and then above that it had like the police, the government, schools, universities, these things that sort of tell us what to do and keep us in check. And then above that, it was news channels, CNN, different little things. I can't remember because it had something in the middle and I couldn't see it. And then it went up to some other things. And the highest one at the top, guess who it was? See if you can guess who was at the top of the pyramid, which you should know. It might have had the Rothschilds and all that underneath, but the one at the top in a little triangle was a crown. So who's that? Who owns a lot of the countries that some people don't know about? Who is at the top? Oh yeah, the music industry, yeah, we know all about that. But in the little triangle right at the top was a crown. So who's that? Who's Trump just been to see? Who's Trump just been to see to tell him off that he knows everything and things are going to happen, and if they don't do as they're told, then, it's going to kick it off. Q said, those who know are less than 10. Only 3 what did that say? No one said who they think it is yet. Hi. Good. Q said, those who know are less than 10. Only 3 non-uniform. I'm good. Yeah, so, it's a crown. So who do you think it is? Who's at the top? Who owns a lot of the world, might have took over and gone in and, took the lands and stuff like that. Who do you think it is? Who's at the top? Who's he just had a word with? Anybody? Yay! The Queen. It said the monarchy. So there you go. There you go. And we all know the German as well. So there you go. Apparently they changed the name, the House of Windsor, and that it was something else, but they changed it to make it sound more English. So, yeah, I suggest you go and watch this video. You can go and watch it and come back here and comment of what you think. But I think if you know about Q, if you don't know about Q, you just won't have a clue, what I'm talking about. But if you do, I'm just like amazed. It's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. My dad told me about this. And I'm telling you, and then my dad have been looking at me going, oh my God. And then all these videos are coming out. So I'm expecting you will see a lot more about people talking about it now. Because I think it just dropped a couple of days ago. It's getting really good. And don't forget, Q said in some posts a little bit back, something on the lines of, oh, what was it, Dad? You'll never guess who's writing this, or you'll never guess who Q is, or something along them lines. You'll never guess. Well, you wouldn't think that, would you? Because some people are like, oh, is it Julian Assange? Oh, it's Trump is king. I'm not anything, really. I've never voted. I'm just for truth now. I'm for Britain now. Maybe, UKIP, Brexit, whatever. So go and check the Mile High podcast out, and you'll probably start seeing some anyway, but it's quite a long one to watch, but it's really good. Oh no, we don't do the Democrats or the Democrats. No, we don't do them, or the demon craps. Oh no. Just been watching all the hashtag walks away, but please just go and watch it. Even if you know about Q and you think that's a bit off its head, you need to start thinking outside the box. Changed to Windsor about 1914 because of World War One. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, there's just great things happening, and I guess we'll see. If we're wrong. But looking at the evidence of what they've put out and how they've put the Q drops together, it's like, oh my God, it so makes sense. Oh, bye. It's definitely a rough journey. This has been quite hard. I mean, also, before I go, I'd like to say, if you think about it, if it does come out and it is true, Trump might not run for 2020. It might be JFK Jr. might do it if he comes out. I think he'll run for it because that's what he said he was going to go into it. His dad didn't want him to, but go into it to, because you think about it, if he ran for president, how many people loved JFK? How many people loved JFK? Can you imagine? And they'll find out all the lies and everything. Everyone will vote for JFK Jr. Nice to meet you too. And I think that's when Donald Trump, if it's true, I think that's when Donald Trump will step down. Because if you think about what Trump's done, he must be absolutely worn out with all the stuff he's found out about, all the evilness, all the corruptness. He must be absolutely, I said I'm knackered from researching stuff. He must be absolutely just worn out. I think he'd greatly, happily hand it to JFK Jr. It'd just be like amaze balls. Really would just be amaze ball. Yeah, he might run for 2020 but JFK Jr. might if this is true. If he comes out, I think he will, unless Trump runs for 2020 and then after that it'll be JFK Jr. But if I was Trump, I'd be like, right, I'll pass it over now, pass the baton over because I'm worn out with all the crap that he's had thrown at him. He just needs a massive holiday. But I guess we'll see. I'm not saying it's, believe me, whatever. I'm just asking you to go and watch the video and just see what you think. But it's promising and it's just, they said it was a plan. Can you imagine if there's a plan being put in place for 19 years, 1999 when he supposedly died in a plane crash. They've been building up and building up. So, it's just good. Oh yeah, it grows every day. We know over here in England, that's what I've been talking about for days, weeks. We all know when people start realising, about the Clintons and Obama and the trafficking kids and all that horrible stuff that goes along with it and all this shite they keep pumping out about Trump. And he's just flying around the world, spreading his magic everywhere. So yeah, dark to light. So go and check it out. The Mile High podcast and just go and see what you think. Just go and see what you think. And I think I might go over to Soapbox. I'll be having a look around, but I need an early night. I'm so tired. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.